Hi there, this is a quick overview of S'mores Galore Roast and Write. It's a roll and write game of matching symbols of graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallow, drawing them on your map, and scoring points for those. What you're going to do in the game is you have a range of recipes here. These are 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. You're going to select one of each. For your first game, you should start with straight up s'mores, but then just grab one of each and the rest go in the box. Right, so we have here straight up s'mores, chocoholic, and the s'mores stack attack. What you're going to do is every player is going to pick one of their 2 ingredient bonuses down here, and they're going to draw them anywhere on their map. So what I think I'll do, let's see, I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with this one. So you just cross it off, right? And I'm going to draw, let's say I'll just draw this here. Right. That's a graham cracker and a chocolate there. Now, every player gets to do that. They can pick a different one, cross it off, and draw it anywhere on the map they want. And then you're going to roll the dice. And what's going to happen is one player will roll the dice, and then we have a range of symbols here. And what I want to do is I'm going to use these ingredients, and I'm going to draw them in a connected line. However, I can draw them in any order I want. However, the first ingredient I use has to connect adjacently to another square. So I could draw it continued up this way, I could go this way. The line can snake as well, so I could come along here and go up that way. But I think what this is going to do for me right now is this is a good example. It's going to give me a straight up s'more. If I do this here, I can draw chocolate, marshmallow, and another graham cracker. Now, what this means is I have completed a straight up s'more, which is graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker, and the middle can switch. So what I want to do is I want to mark that I have used these in a recipe. I'll mark the left corner first, and then I'll say recipe 1. For 1 point, I have done it once. And this is how I'm going to score at the end of the game. Now, let's say, for example, I didn't want to use one of these ingredients. As the board fills up, maybe you don't want all those ingredients, or maybe you roll 3 marshmallows. You don't want 3 marshmallows. You can always choose to not use some of them, but for each one that you don't use, you're going to make a mark in the burn column here, and that's going to be worth -1 point at the end of the game. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to continue with my next roll, or the next player who rolls. Oh, there we go, 3 graham crackers. Now, so for example, I can do some different things. Maybe I'll just go up this way. Maybe I'll just go across like this. I'll continue doing graham cracker, and graham cracker. Now, as I start to draw things in, if I ever fill a row or a column that has a maple leaf on the end, I get to choose a bonus. And the bonuses are 2 ingredient bonuses here, marshmallow, 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 chocolate, not the one I've already used. I could do 1 ingredient of my choice, a wild one. I can do that twice, or as many times as I want, I could put a mark in there and just take a point for the end of the game. The other ones, as soon as I've used them, if I choose to use them, I mark them off. The other way to get a bonus is through the campfire. If I ever complete all the squares around a campfire, I cross it off, and I get to draw on 1 ingredient anywhere on my map, but the same rules, it has to connect to adjacently to something I've already drawn. Yes, as I said, if you have used the bonus on the end, it's good that you cross off so you can remember. And then what's going to happen is, let's say, for example, here, I'm going to use another example here. Let's say I scored another straight up s'more this way. Let's do this one, just as an example, right? And then I'm going to mark in the ingredients I used, but however, since I've already used this one, I'm going to mark the one on the right-hand side. You can use each ingredient up to twice, right? And I mark the other ones like that. Now, let's say, for example, this is good here, s'mores stack attack. Let's say, for example, that I had another roll and I put this here, right? Then, this is the s'mores stack attack, right? So I'd mark those off. However, since I've already marked these, I'd mark these down here. Because this one was already used twice, I don't mark it again. So in this way, I can score, oh yes, I can score a straight up s'more here, straight up s'more here, and a s'more snack attack all the way down. Now, the game ends when when the player has 3 or fewer spaces left on the grid. They don't have to draw in any of the dice rolls, but then they pass and they go right to scoring. And the way scoring works is you would just go across and you would count all the ingredients that the boxes that you use ingredients. So I use this one twice in a recipe, right? This one twice. You go across. I mean, this would be full. But just to give you an example, 1, 2 there, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 there. Sorry, and let's say I also scored that twice in this once. So I'd add all up this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 17. And I come down here. This recipe's worth 1 point. I had it 3 times. I didn't have any chocoholics. And then I have recipe 3 once, which is 3 points. Then I looked at how many I burned. If I had burned them, let's say I burned 2 there, I'd do -2. And if I took 1 bonus here, that's 1 in there. So I go 17 plus 3 is 20, 23, -2, 21, 22. Scores are usually much higher. But yeah, that's the basic game, and those are the rules. It's not final art, but this is the other side. This is the Eagle Scout side. It has a number of challenges. You can see there's compass point north and south, and there's the river there, and some raccoons. And during this game, the first player to connect north and south with a line of ingredients, not counting the raccoons or the campfires, marks off this box here, and they score 3 points. If 2 players do it in the same turn, they both score that. If I connect the 2 river mouths here, if I'm the first to do that, I do that and I collect 5 points. And this one here, if I encircle any 2 raccoons and give up one of my treats, feed the raccoons, and if I'm the first one to do that, I score 7 points. So it's the same. You just go across and you'd score for all the ingredients you used. You would score for any of these challenges you get. You'd score for your recipes, anything that got burned, and your bonus 1 points there. You write down your total. And that's the game. Thank you.